Hey everyone, Josh here with a look at another Star Wars toy. Today we have a Star Wars The Power of the Force green card. Character is Weequay Skiff guard with force pike and blaster rifle. So let's take a look at him real quick. Here he is with his weapons in his hands. I know he's holding them a little bit funny, but I'll explain that to you. There's a reason for that. Now here's his blaster rifle. Just like the Imperial ones, except this one's brown for some reason, I guess to match his outfit. And it just pops right out of there. And here in his right hand is his force pike, which I don't think it has anything to do with the actual Force Jedi use. It's just the name they're calling it. But it pops right out of his hand. And he can actually, the way his hands are set up, he can hold this one with both hands if you want. So he looks like that. And that, I believe, is why his hands are in the position they are. So he can hold this force pike with two hands. But there's a look at it. But if you look at the character itself, his head movement is very limited, but it does move. He's got his braids here, and there's a little bit of flexibility to them, but they are permanently mounted. You can't remove them or anything. And his arms only have shoulder movement. Go up to about chest high. That's as far as you can get them without forcing them. He does have waist movement. And his legs do bend fairly well. So he could sit in a vehicle and drive if you wanted him to. But if you look at his arms again, I believe they have him in this locked in this position so he can double hold the force pike. And if you see, he's got one hand with palm up and one hand palm down, and they're stuck that way. There's no wrist movement or anything. And so when he's holding the force pike with two hands, it looks good and it looks natural. But if you try to put it in one hand, then he's holding it sideways like this, and it looks kind of silly. And it's the same thing with the blaster rifle. Since his hands are locked in this position, if you go try to insert it, he holds the gun like that, which is kind of goofy. And if you put it in the other hand, it does the same thing except in the other direction. I guess that looks more accurate, more believable, and more natural, but it still has an awkward angle to it. But that is why his hands are the way they are. I suppose that's a little better, switching hands like that. You can switch the weapons, you can put them in either hand, which is good. Flexibility is always good. Okay, let's check out the packaging real quick. There's a screenshot from Return of the Jedi. I'm sure everybody remembers these guys. They were on the hover skiff above the Sarlacc pit when they were trying to throw Luke and Han in. And let's see what he says. Weequay, the skiff guard. Height, 1.7 meters. Status, Skiff Guard. Classification, Weequay. Affiliation, loyal to Jabba the Hutt. Weapon of choice, Force Pike. And there you can see in the picture he's actually holding the Force Pike. And there he is, everyone. Weequay the Skiff Guard, or Weequay Skiff Guard, with Force Pike and Blaster Rifle. Thanks for watching, everyone.